Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the brand Biologique Recherche. I have been getting a bunch of questions regarding that entire line. What I thought I would do is kind of walk through the Biologique Recherche Protocol, share with you my experiences as well as my favorite products. So I tend to tinker a little bit with my skincare until I have really gotten into the brand Biologique Recherche. This is an amazing brand, but it can be very confusing when you are first kind of looking into the products. They have an assortment of products, and I know that I was completely overwhelmed as to what to get and how to start. And it also is an investment brand. So these are not cheap products and they are not really fluffy, i.e. they are not, they don't smell wonderful. It is definitely a learning curve. So I know that this brand can be kind of polarizing to some. My skin really responded well, and honestly, I attribute Biologique Recherche for helping me with my rosacea. So I'm kind of loyal to the brand, and I thought today we would just kind of dive in. I'm going to share my experiences, my favorite products, what I recently picked up, and the products that I kind of feel like if you're just diving in, the ones you may want to start with. So without further ado, let's dive in. First things first, let's go ahead. I'm going to share a little bit about my skin type as that will help color the overall video. So I'm 51 years old. My skin is basically kind of normal to dry. I have to say, with using the Biologique Recherche line, it would be more on that normal side now. It really helps balance out your skin. I do suffer from rosacea, so that's always kind of in the back of my mind as far as triggering ingredients. Since I've started using this line, you guys, I have not had any outbreaks, so that's why I'm kind of loyal to it. So I have common issues, you guys, anti-aging, lines, wrinkles, and of course sun damage. So that is kind of where we are at. And let's go dive into the basic protocol. So one of the main things I realized, you guys, is that I was stripping my skin with my cleansers. So switching over to creamy cleansers was a complete game changer for my skin. And I know this sounds kind of silly, like the cleanser, because you only have it on your face for, you know, less than a minute, maybe a little bit more. But the creamy cleansers are essential, and I have to say that's been a game changer. I've got my daughter onto that, who does suffer from some acne, and it's totally transformed her skin. So you want to not strip your skin. Now, my favorite cleanser from Biologique Recherche is the Late VIP02. This one has oxygenating properties in it, so it's not only going to cleanse your skin, but it also helps brighten it. This one's a little bit more expensive. This is $67 for this cleanser, and I think it's worth every penny. You don't use a ton of it. These do last, but I know that sounds like a lot for a cleanser, but this is an essential part of the protocol. The other one that I have is the Late EV, and then this one's going to be like your most moisturizing cleanser. So this is going to be super gentle. You guys, these are both milky cleansers. They look like this, just like that. And you rub them in to your skin, and it just really does a great job with cleansing your skin, and it won't disrupt the barrier of your skin. So this is the creamy cleansers. Now, talking about taking off your makeup at night, you guys, I use either, right now I'm using the Eve L'Homme Cleansing Balm. I will take my makeup off with a balm. That's the way I prefer to do it. I know that they recommend that you can use this as a makeup remover. These are expensive cleansers, so I really use this as my second cleanse at night. So I will take all my makeup off with my makeup balm, and then I will put this on and really kind of massage it into my skin and then rinse it off. So in the mornings, I tend to use my Late VIP 02. I find this just has a little bit more of a brightening element to it. Out of the two, I don't even know if I've tried, there's Late U also, which is another creamy cleanser. So any of them, you guys, I think I've tried it once, but my favorite is the Late VIP 02, partly because I have hyperpigmentation, so I like to use anything that's gonna help brighten my skin. This one is just super moisturizing and also just very gentle and soothing to the skin. So these are like my two that I kind of alternate with. As you can see, I bought the big guy. I really love the cleansers. Okay, moving on. The next part of the protocol is the infamous Lotion P50. So you guys, this is a game changer. And then the next step is going to be toning and exfoliating, and that is going to be with your infamous Lotion P50. This is described as a facial in a bottle, and I have to agree. I love this stuff. I cannot be without it. So my non-negotiables, you guys, are my creamy cleanser and my Lotion P50. There's one other product, but we'll get to that. I use Lotion P50V. So this one is more of the medium strength. So they have Lotion P50, they have Lotion P50V, and then they have Lotion P50W, which is going to be the mildest version. Then there's two formulas, and there's the 1970 version that has a little touch of phenol in it. I prefer that. Now I know that this is a controversial ingredient, phenol is. So you guys can skip that. I love the way that it feels on my skin. This feels like I am taking my skin to the gym when I use it. So I actually did experience, I went and had a Biologique Recherche facial, and the way that she was showing me how to use this was quite vigorously. So you put this on a cotton round, and then you are going to dab, 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 dab. And I have done a video with the Lotion P50 and showing how to apply it, so I'm going to link that below. But basically, starting from the décolleté down here, and then building all the way up, and you're dab, 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 dabbing with your cotton round, okay, with your P50. I even put it around my eyes. It's just such a great sort of toner slash exfoliator that, again, does not strip my barrier. So another thing that I was doing wrong was that I was basically breaking down the barrier of my skin with my exfoliating. So that is why this guy is so perfect for my skin. It is a chemical exfoliant. It has salicylic acid in it, lactic acid. It basically has vinegar in it. And again, you guys, this does not smell good. So this product is one of these things, again, with the whole line, it is super effective, but it isn't going to be like that kind of luxe where you're going to be like, oh my gosh, it smells so delicious. So I don't mind the smell. I don't even smell it anymore. Now, the original Lotion P50, I bought that and I used it once, and it like basically, I thought I burned my skin off. My skin just like reacted. It was like bright as a tomato. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have burned my skin off. I went to bed, you know, I'd soothed on a bunch of cream. I was really freaked out by it. And when I woke up, my skin was just absolutely smooth as a baby's bottom. But that original Lotion P50 is a bit strong for my personal skin type. So if you have purchased the Lotion P50 and you do not like it, what they recommend is that you wet your cotton round or whatever you're using first, and then put that. So just to kind of weaken the strength of that lotion P50. Your skin does adapt and get used to it. And again, this is just something that feels so good to my skin. I just feel like it wakes it up and invigorates. I think it is fantastic and a game changer for myself. So I personally love the V. This one has some vitamins in it, and I think it's just kind of a nice medium strength exfoliant. So I have tried the PIGM 400. That one wasn't my favorite. That one is for hyperpigmentation, and I do really, that is something that I try to work on. I prefer this. I think it does a better job, but to each his own. They have recommended that I kind of you know, maybe use this in the morning and use the PIGM 400 at nighttime and kind of use it that way. But if I'm going to pick any one product, I would pick one of the strengths of the lotion P50 and start there. And again, you guys, there is, if you reach out to Rescue Spa or Daphne, where I was just in New York, they can help pick the appropriate strength for your skin type. And again, I'm 51, so this V version tends to be for someone who's a little bit older. It's got some of that kind of oomph in it that we may need. So that is my second favorite. Then I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to the Lotion MC110 #1. This is my second bottle of this. Now, this is a booster. I do not use this every single day, and this is not something that you need to purchase right off the bat when you are just diving into Biologique Recherche. This is an add-on. So this basically, I put this, it comes in a spray bottle, and I will do my lotion P50, and then I will spray this on a cotton pad, and then this really helps with lines. It's lactic acid. It really refines your skin. I mean, whenever I want to have my skin look its best, I am going to exfoliate, and then I'm gonna use this booster, and my skin will just kind of almost look glass-like. I love this stuff, but again, this is an add-on. This is kind of when you become a Biologique Recherche kind of freak person. Oh, and you wanna try everything. Now, speaking of Biologique freaks, one of my dear friends on YouTube, her name is Maya, and she is one of the people that I watch. There's not a lot of videos on this brand on YouTube. She has a wonderful channel, and she has tried so much Biologique Recherche products that I literally reach out for her advice all the time. She is much younger. I think she's in her 20s, you guys. She has gorgeous skin. But she just loves this brand, and anytime she tries to waver into another, I'm like, no, you gotta stick with the Biologique Recherche. So she has an Instagram. I'm gonna put a picture up. She has an Instagram called Biologique Recherche Freak, I think that's it. And she just is a great source. So you guys go check out her channel as well as follow her on Instagram, because she is one of my little Biologique Recherche freaks that we kind of share that love together. So this one is an add-on, really like it. So then after you have prepped your skin, then you're going to add in your serums. Now here's the one thing with the serums. There's so many, it gets super confusing, and you kind of might not know where to start. I have tinkered around with their serums, and I'm just gonna be honest, they're not completely my favorite. They are super effective. So I have colostrum, I have collagen MARIN, VG Tencel. So when you are reading the descriptions of these serums online, I just want you to know that I would read, I would not know what to get. They do what they say they're going to do. So colostrum is super hydrating. So that is what it does. So you just need to just kind of take it literally, and you can't really go wrong. The VG Tencel is a firming serum. So that's going to kind of give you some little lift in your skin. And again, this is a great serum. The collagen MARIN is going to help with that cell turnover. So again, all three of them were great, but the problem for me is that in the morning, you have to take off the little caps, and then I would do my few little drops on them. They're very thin and watery, and then they go directly into your skin. So again, I'm probably going to come back around and buy some more of those serums, but the application of them just was sort of annoying to myself. They do not smell the best again, so this again is not going to be fluffy and luxurious necessarily to use, but did it do what it said? Yes. So the one thing is these serums are not going to be like game changers overnight. You really have to use the protocol to really get to that kind of like what I consider Biologique Recherche skin that's just perfectly balanced and firm and just looks so good. If you see people that have used the line forever, their skin really does have that kind of what I consider BR look to it. And they have just been using the whole regime for a long time and it looks like it. So that would be what I would say. This is where I reach out to Maya about the serums because she has used so many of them. I do not think you can go wrong. The ones that I really love, colostrum, you guys, in the winter time when you need extra hydration, it is amazing. And now the one that was just recommended to me when I popped into Daphne in New York was the Serum Aglyca. This targets the glycation reaction, and it's going to basically strengthen and firm the skin. So that is one that I may be picking up, but I've got a few other serums that I am using currently that I'm going to be using up first before I get any more of the BR serums. So the serums that I currently do use, and I wanted to just go ahead and put them in here while we're talking about it. So after I would tone, then I'm in the AM going to use my C serum. And right now I am using the Revision. This is the C Plus Correcting Complex 30%. And if you've watched any of my videos for a while, you know that I am a huge SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic fan. I've used it for decades, since my 20s. So moving on to a different vitamin C is always a little like, ooh. And again, you guys, I know vitamin C is one of those ingredients that can be controversial. I'm just sharing what's worked for my skin and what I've used for a long time. So what the vitamin C that I'm enjoying right now is this one. This one has a really nice creamy consistency and it's very hydrating, whereas my SkinCeuticals is just like, it's very similar to the Biologique serums where it's very thin and watery, but I know that it works. It's just a really great vitamin C. So again, some people's skin does not react well to vitamin C. My skin tends to like it. So I always add my vitamin C in the morning. Now, other serums that I will use in general, depending on the morning, if my skin is kind of upset, I will use the Dr. STURM. This is the calming serum. If I just picked up and I've been using the Dr. Barbara Sturm anti-pollution drops, I'm really enjoying this one, you guys, but I've only used this for like a week, so I can't really, I'll give you a report back on that. And then also I have Dr. Barbara Sturm, her super anti-aging serum, which I really do like. This is just super expensive, so I wait until it's on sale. I do enjoy this, and all of her serums are packed with hyaluronic acid. So to me, these are kind of like hyaluronic acid, but with a little extra oomph in it that I guess justifies the price. Because if you are going to be buying a little bottle like this, they come in bigger ones, you're probably running anywhere from $60 to $100 for, it depends on what you're picking, but basically these can add up, your little bottle serums. And so when I first went in for my facial, they recommended my cocktail of 3 different serums, one for firming, one for hydrating, and one for regenerating. So as you can imagine, that added up to like one big serum. So, and again, that's just something I would say with the serums you can definitely add on, but that's part of the protocol. Then after you have done your serums, you're going to moisturize your skin. Now, when I initially went in for consultation or have, you know, reached out online, since I'm 50 years old, they've always recommended the CREME MSR-H. And you guys, this is basically the perfect moisturizer for a woman going through hormonal changes. And I have to say, it's one of the creams that smells amazing. They have this like yam in it. It smells so good. It is a fantastic moisturizer, but it rings in at $336 for your moisturizer. Totally is a fantastic cream, but there is so many of their other creams that I've been wanting to try. So I'm not saying that I won't repurchase that, but that was one where I was sort of turning 50. I had been given some birthday money and was sort of splurging on skincare for myself, and I went with that cream. It is fantastic. There is a cult following. It does feel a tad heavy on the skin, and I think when I was recommended it, my skin was not as balanced, but since I've been using this entire line, I have to say I feel like my skin is very balanced and it is not feeling so dry as when I initially started it. So that being said, I just got 2 different creams that I love, and the first one is I picked up the CREME ADN ELASTINE Marine Collagen MARIN. And this one, you guys, is a yeasty cream. So again, want to give you fair warning. This smells like yeast. To me, my skin loves the yeast. My skin really loves to eat it up. I mean, it's not going to smell fantastic, but it is super moisturizing to the skin, and it just kind of sinks right in, and then the smell dissipates, you guys. But I want to show you. You can see how this just gives me a nice like hydration. Now this cream is described as excellent firming qualities for a more youthful and rejuvenated appearance. It's recommended for dehydrated, mature, and fragile skin, reduces wrinkles and fine lines linked to dehydration, enhances epidermal regeneration in damaged skins, creates a barrier to protect the skin against external aggressions, tones and restructures the epidermis, and hydrates the top layers of the epidermis. So I had heard from several people that they love this cream, that they feel like it sort of like lifts their face, it hydrates, and that it's just a fantastic kind of like model cream. So I was excited to give this a try. You kind of do have to just decide on your own, you guys. If you're of a certain age, they're going to kind of put you in that I always say it wrong, MSR-H, or the Biofixine. Those are both the most expensive, besides the Legrand cream that is like $600 and something, which I have been recommended. They told me to get that as well. So I'm like, I'm not that old. I hope I don't look that bad. Anyways, this guy is, I'm really enjoying it, but again, you do need to be cautioned or give a heads up that it does smell like yeast. I am loving this. Let me finish the protocol and then I'll talk about the other creams. So after you moisturize your skin, they recommend finishing it off with a finishing serum, and I have serum YALL 02. And I just recently was told to try the Legrand serum. And so they want you to put the serum on top over your cream. So that kind of always felt a little bit funny to me, just because you're like, oh, you've got this light serum that you want to penetrate into your skin. Because again, these are not necessarily cheap. Little guy here is $122. So that's what I'm trying to say, is when you're spending this kind of money, you're sort of like, ooh, do we want to put it over the cream? But if you're following the BR protocol, which you guys, I did, and my skin looked pretty darn good, this is it. And then I've also watched a few videos where they actually said, go ahead and put the serum on after your other serums and then put your cream. So again, it's up to you. There's no like Biologique Recherche police out there watching you. But this serum, you guys, is supposed to replump. It helps regenerate and smooths the epidermis. Now, so I was just recommended to, once I finish this guy, to try out the Legrand serum. And that is the ultimate anti-aging finishing serum, aka post-facial glow in a bottle. So it's supposed to really give you a gorgeous glow to your skin. So, you know, the word glow makes me want to try it. For one of this little size over here, that's going to cost $165. So that will be something that I'm saving my money up for, but it's supposed to help prevent premature skin aging, tones and revitalizes and smooths the skin, helps strengthen the skin's natural defense system, illuminates the complexion and moisturizes the outer skin layers, leaves the skin plumped up, toned, and glowing. So you guys, I am a sucker for anything that's gonna give me a glow. So that would be it. Then after you do all of that, I don't know if it necessarily, I believe they recommend it as well, but I really recommend SPF. So as we're going through all this expensive skincare, I do want to tell you the one thing that I think is the most important thing out of all of these products is your SPF. And I am going to go ahead and tout this again. My favorite SPF is the Glow Skin Beauty Solar Shade SPF 50. You guys, this is my absolute favorite ride or die SPF, and I've tried a lot. This is a mineral-based sunscreen, and many of you have asked me, like, how do I prep my skin? Do I use primers? I don't. I use this. So this is the calm solution. It is just very moisturizing to my skin. It's very calming, and a lot of SPFs have irritated my skin, and this does not. So I love this. And again, if you buy from Freeze Co Beauty and you use the code Abby20, you'll get 20% off. But that's not why. I seriously, if you've watched any of my skincare videos, you will know I was a fan even before I had the code. This is my SPF. So finish off your last step is going to be your SPF. I'm realizing I forgot eye cream, and I'm going to talk about that next. Now, let's quickly talk about eye creams. The Biologique Recherche does, I believe they have two different kind of eye creams. But when I had the facial, they actually used the MBR Eye Cream Smooth 100 on my eyes. And when I was leaving, I was like, oh my gosh, what did you use on my eyes? This baby, I just got a sample when I was in New York. I have not splurged on it, you guys. This is probably the most rich, buttery, amazing eye cream I've ever tried before. And guess what? It is $572. Everybody says it is absolutely worth it. So it was so cute because the lady was like, oh, I know you're gonna love this. And I was like, uh-oh, is that the one that you guys use when the facials? And she was like, mm-hmm. It just is an amazing eye cream. I have not gone there yet, but use whatever eye cream. Right now, you guys, I'm finishing up some expensive eye creams that I've already thought, ooh, this is gonna be the one. I've got this expensive La Mer that I need to finish up. I have Sicily. So I've got plenty of eye creams, and to be honest, I've spent so much money on eye creams. Basically, I'm going to have wrinkles underneath my eyes, and you just need to, you do want to moisturize that gentle skin underneath your eyes, but I don't know if you need to be spending $572 on your eye cream. So I will say, if it's in your budget, people, this would be the one I would recommend, okay? I'm cherishing this this packet. So now let's dive into nighttime routine. As I said, so at nighttime, I am going to use a cleansing balm, and I'm going to take some time taking off my makeup, really massaging my face, getting every little stitch of makeup off. Then after that, I'm gonna go in with my second cleanse, and that's where I'm going to go back to my favorite cleansers, and I'm going to be using the late VIP02 or my EV, just a gentle cleanser, and go that route. Then I do use the lotion P50B 1970 at night as well. That's just part of my routine. And then I would get into my nighttime serums. So generally at nighttime, you guys, this is where I'm gonna go and reach for my super anti-aging serum. This is from Dr. Barbara Sturm. This is just a very good overall anti-aging serum. My skin tends to like it. But again, now there was a serum that she recommended for me, and that is Serum Matricial Visage. And basically, you guys, I think it's sort of like a hyaluronic acid. It is going to come in a little pump applicator, so I think I am going to try that. And that described that it's going to tighten and restore the structure and volume of the face. So I'm kind of excited about that one. It says ideal for sagging, lacking structure and tone. It's targeted to improve the structure and volume of your face, enhances the volume of your cheeks, stimulates the synthesis of elastin and collagen, and has an immediate tensor effect. So again, I think I would probably either use that at night or in the morning, probably mostly in the morning, but she did recommend that one for me. So again, after I do my toning and my serums at night, then we're gonna get into my favorite cream ever. And you guys, I feel like this one is something that really helped with my rosacea. And this is the Creme Mask VERNIX. You guys, this stuff is amazing. So again, this is going to have a slightly yeasty smell to it. The consistency is just like pudding. Let me see if you can see. You guys, it's my favorite stuff ever. And it really kind of gives your skin, if you want to glow, then this is going to be your product. So I sleep on this as my night cream. This is what was recommended to me, was to use the Creme Mask VERNIX. This again is going to help restore your skin barrier. And this one says, you know when your skin was really amazing? The day you were born. The delivery room is now providing anti-aging skincare inspiration. Biologique Recherche Creme Mask VERNIX uses a mix of fatty emollients that stimulate VERNIX, the waxy coating on newborn baby skin. This is rich in fat, protein, and antioxidant peptides, a revitalizing, restorative, and protective cream. This is great for deficient and or assaulted to help repair. This is going to help you with your skin barrier. So you guys, this is one of these products that I cannot live without. This stuff is amazing. So I'll put a thin layer on and I sleep in it overnight. And when I wake up, my skin is super hydrated. I have that kind of waxy glow to my skin, and it is just so good. Now, when I was in New York, I wanted to kind of address some of my pigmentation. And she had asked me if I'd ever tried the CREME PIGM 400. Now, the thing about this cream is I find that it's not necessarily recommended on its own, so I'm suspecting that it's not going to give me enough hydration. So my esthetician told me that I should take a little bit of VERNIX and then a little bit of the PIGM, and that we are going to, we're opening for the first time, you guys. This is another one of these delicious pudding kind of creams. So you guys, the textures of their creams are amazing. Like, I love the yeasty ones. I love the pudding. And again, there's no fragrance in this. You're gonna smell the ingredients, and they don't try to mask it. So she said to take this guy, just a little bit of it, and then mix it together with my VERNIX. And then she's like, oh gosh, you guys, this feels like butter. This is so good. And then she said, literally mixing the two of these, you are going to have the most gorgeous little glow going on. And I can even use this during the day. The thing with the Pigma 400, you've got to be using your SPF. So she mixed a little bit of this with the VERNIX. And again, she was saying I can use that at night, again, to kind of mix together. And I was gonna do that on alternating nights and sort of extend. But I don't know if you guys can see, but it has given me a really nice reflection. So I'm actually gonna try to use that during the day. I don't tend to use the VERNIX with makeup. It has sort of it gives you a glow, but it's not something, it's not gonna, I think, play super nice with makeup per se, but I think mixing the two of them just a little bit, I wish I could have you guys feel my hand right now. It is so soft. So the Pigma 400 is going to address pigmentation. And again, you guys, with pigmentation, this is going to be the slow route to get rid of pigmentation, is to use these kind of products. If you really want to get rid of pigmentation, I really say go ahead and get like an IPL lasers. They're going to be the way to get rid of sun damage and all of that stuff. So if you are, that's what I'm saying, this is an investment. This is going to keep your skin in really good health. But if you have tons of pigmentation, diving into this brand versus going and getting an IPL facial, I would kind of look at the cost of that. Obviously you need both kind of care afterwards, but I just don't want you thinking that this one cream is going to get rid of your pigmentation, because I haven't found any of those kind of creams that are going to help with that. So this is described as brightening and dark spot correcting face cream. It's a concentrated brightening, anti-age spot and protective ingredients. Its multipolar formulation helps correct existing pigmentation imperfection and prevents new age spots from forming. The complexion becomes increasing luminous and the skin appears more even. So this is ideal for dull and pigmented skin types, pigment correction. So with that being said, you guys, those are the ones that I've kind of been mixing in. I was asked about if I still use my Dr. Barbara Sturm Cream Rich. Absolutely, I love it. And I love this brand, you guys, because I can get it on sale. So I tend to wait till Blue Mercury or now Sephora has a sale. So I still love this, and it works fantastic as a night cream, super hydrating. But I also really like this in the morning. So this one is just super hydrating, and it just plays well with makeup and such. So I think that's the one thing I would say about all of this, and I'm sure that some of you might be feeling that same way. It is an overwhelming brand. You can feel very paralyzed, and you also can feel like you have to follow the entire protocol right off the bat. But this is an investment. And so I would just say, I'm gonna share with you my ride or die products are basically my creamy cleanser. VIP 02 is my favorite. My lotion P50V 1970. I have been using both of these for years now, and I cannot give it up. Every time I kind of sway and want to try something new, I kind of have a big regret, and I always come running back to these two. So non-negotiables. The third non-negotiable for me, and I think this might be my third, is the Creme Mask VERNIX. You guys, this is a special product. It does wonders for repairing your skin. If you have suffered from rosacea, you guys, this really, I felt like was a savior. They really got me onto this cream at night. They weren't so worried. You know, you're gonna get the whole protocol, but when I first started out, these were the 3 products I started with, and I saw improvement within a week of using these products. So those are my 3. Now, I did not even get into the masks, but I'm going to link that below, because again, they also recommend masking daily, and I do have some of their amazing masks, and I will link that below because I have a video on that which shows it in action, but just kind of wanted to put it out there. That's the general protocol. Okay, you guys, I hope this was helpful. I will keep you posted on all the products that I'm trying in this brand, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.